Okay, I thought this game was going to be chill, but then a virus storm tried to kill me. Welcome back to Forever Skies, the survival crafting game that's reminded me why I love games like these. In the last video, we scraped by, but we're going full-on engineer mode, and we're building ourselves a nice Skylab. Also, might have found something that may have changed everything.
Unknown landing pod entering the atmosphere.
Let's take a look. So in the last episode, we scavenged our first wreck. By that, I mean our first building. We were just kind of looking around, seeing what things we can scrounge up, and there right in front of us, we went ahead and found a nice airship. This airship was going to get us, well, to our next destination. It wasn't the best looking, but hey, at least we unlocked the basics and got introduced to the whole virus system. And by that, I mean, if you took a look down, you know that we can't go any further than that, or else we get this warning.
Low altitude. Warning. Entering dust layer. Hull damage imminent.
Which is low-key terrifying if you think about it, but I'm not giving up. Today's goal is pretty simple. Build a real flying base, get powered up, and see what secrets this toxic sky has to offer. I mean, if you were just kind of jumping into the whole situation here, pretty terrifying, as I mentioned earlier, but that's not the point. The point is when you're beginning to understand that, oh my god, I need to search around and get these upgrades that I need for this airship, because it can't go any higher and I definitely can't go any lower. So what can I do in order for me to progress through the game? Well, in order for you to do that, you need to go to these derelict areas that are also around, start scanning them, start taking materials from them, and you'll see a few things crumble here and there. But other than that, when you do find specific materials that do help you upgrade your airship, it is a lifesaver. I went from having this condensed water upgrade that needed a filter in order for it to give me purified water, dirty water to make purified water, until I got the rain catcher, and it rains pretty often in this game if you haven't noticed already. That was a leg up for me, and I don't know what I would do without it. Now that I have both, I don't necessarily have to use the condensed water machine, but hey, it's there if I need it. So first up, this tiny airship is not gonna cut it for me. I mean, it's small. It's really small, and already we feel compact with the basic things we need to survive with it. I started expanding the floor, added a workbench, and by workbench I mean we have our little fabricator, along with some walls to make sure that we at least have something to put something on, because if I didn't have any walls, it's not going to fit anywhere else, right? My goal is to have a med bay, crafting corner, and eventually something that actually resembles a shelter. I mean, you've seen the amazing designs in this game. I want to take a crack at it too. I just don't know where I'm going to put all my plants. Oh, I guess that didn't really turn out in my favor, trying to put this turbine in a very confined spot when obviously it's super big. Whoops. Classic Gazzy moment. What I do love is how this game gives you freedom. So essentially you do get to snap whatever build that you have together, but essentially you can build it however you want. That is, as long as you don't go over the weight limit for your ship, or else, can't lift off the ground. But if you want a weird flying shack, go for it. Ultimately, I want 2 of those balloons on top of the whole shelter, so that way I have room for a ton of things. I want a crafting room. I definitely want a room for gardening. I want a room that's gonna be the engineering area. I want another spot that's gonna hold fuel. I want all these things in the shelter, and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hold it all because of the weight. So I'm out there looking for a spot where maybe I can settle down and then try to build this this awesome airship. And then all of a sudden, I notice this thing coming from space.
Unknown landing pod entered the atmosphere.
And just straight from the sky. It was bright and saying that something was coming down. And I wasn't really paying attention to the message too much. And all you hear is, shoo, bah! And then it just hits something. You see where the smoke's at. And I'm like, what is that? I gotta look at that. And then I just ended up going for it. So I stopped at this other area. Turns out there wasn't really anything there. I could come back and get it, up until I went into this area, whereas it was more like a drop pod. I was like, oh, that's awesome. A drop pod? What does it have in it? So I landed the ship, got out, and lo and behold, there was a bunch of upgrade stuff inside the containers. But before that, I had to repair all the containers first. Then I got all the loot. We had polymer, we had upgrades, we had food, we had water. It was like so much, and like a tiny little message explaining that these were gifts. And this not only happened once, It happened twice. I'm like, oh, this is so good. If you ever play Subnautica, you would know that at any time you find one of these things, it was a godsend. I'm telling you. I won't spoil the whole thing for you, as this is something that's going to help you out with your adventure. And now I know that this game definitely has layers to it, like a rotting sci-fi onion.
They stink?
Yes. No.
Real talk, I started this series to break out of a little gaming burnout, and you know what? It's working. I honestly, before this recording, I could not put it down. My wife was telling me to hurry up and, go eat, but I was like, no, just give me a few more minutes, I'm not done yet. I just literally wanted to immerse myself in the world and try to discover more, better upgrades. How am I going to get that second balloon? How am I going to get this? How am I going to get that? I just did not want to put this game down. There's just so much to explore. It's to the point where you can find almost anything you need scavenging and some surprising upgrades. Sorry, I'm kind of an upgrade fiend when I play video games, and nothing but upgrades. Games like this where I can build, explore, and slowly uncover a mystery. This is why I got into gaming in the first place. Even when it's chaotic and weird, I'm here for it. And from the way it looks, the Skylab is finally taking shape. We've got power, we've got tools, and maybe, just maybe, we've got a lead on what's happening down below. Or at least I think we do. Next episode, I'm diving into the clouds, where there's a storm system ahead that might hide another derelict or kill me. Either way, it's gonna be wild. If you're liking the series, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know your craziest survival moment in the comments. I'm reading every single one that comes up. Until next time, see you in the next world, gamer.